Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We are on day 7 here on Tau Paulo, still hunting the Cyndaquil and Onyx, which have been eternally elusive this week. They are not showing up, and I don't know why, but we're going to grab a small ingredient ticket to start off with for going to bed on time. I might have closed the game a little late, but we got 8,747 sneaky snacking. And we're going to grab 100 sleep points, which puts us at 3,976. Not bad at all. Just about enough for that next Master Biscuit. And we're going to go ahead and grab our daily lottery, which is a regular Poke Biscuit. Very nice. I'm actually kind of curious. Now I need to figure out if maybe it's a good idea to buy more Master Biscuits as often as possible with the new beasts coming up later. But now that we kind of have an idea that it may be a while, maybe we skip a month just to build. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being silly. Let's go ahead and jump into the sleep report. No point in going off on a tangent like that. Session 260, we've got 9 hours and 6 minutes of sleep. And that's going to be about 10% dozing, 36% snoozing, and 54% slumbering. It's not looking good for a Cyndaquil, but a slumbering type is good for Onyx. We do have the 2-star spawn potential, so maybe that'll happen. We should have about 45, maybe 50 million. Yeah, 46, just barely 46. 3 stars? That's unusual. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see what we've got. A top belly Riolu. No one else on screen in front of me, so that's making me think they're all small if they can all fit to the left and right. But let's see. Ooh. Well, not a 1-star Onyx. No Onyx at all. So I was definitely right. They're all small. There's a bunch of babies. So we've got Why Not, Togepi, Igglybuff, Geodude, Igglybuff again, Riolu, Larvitar, and Marowak. So what is that? 5 of them? Yeah, 5 of them are baby Pokemon. I mean, okay. So still not seeing what we want. Lovely. It's kind of wild to me that all week we haven't seen a single Cyndaquil. But got 2 Charmander yesterday. 2. I'm wondering what the actual spawn rate of Cyndaquil is. Maybe it's just super low on Tau Paulo and they're saving a higher spawn rate for, a true fire island rather than just a cave. Yeah, I think the only thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and catch this Larvitar with a bonus biscuit since it's hungry. Might as well. Maybe it'll turn out just as good or better than our other one. Either way, it's more candies, which we definitely can use. 19 biscuits. We're definitely stocking those up, but that's where we're going to wrap it up. There's not really anything else here that I have any desire to catch at the moment. So we're just going to go ahead and end it there. And yeah, we're going to send out the Larvitar candy for those new players that have joined us to help get their Larvitar leveled up. 2,333 research XP, almost leveled up to 53, and 4,325 dream shards. But let's go ahead and switch on over and let's see just how good this Larvitar is. Level 13 and Brave. Brave is one I feel like I don't see very often. But we've got ginger and then 2 soybeans. Not the best spread. Honestly, I'm trying to think of the recipes. Maybe ginger sausage would be better as a combination. Huh, that's interesting. I'm not really sure which combination would be better. Definitely ginger, and then either sausage or soybeans. But I'm not sure which combination actually works best for ginger for recipes. But anyway, that other tangent aside, I'm just all on these tangents today. Helping Speed M is a great start, followed by Ingredient Finder M, even better. Berry Finding is pretty decent. Ingredient Finder S, also good. Dream Shard bonus. That's pretty good. I believe it's only from sleep research, not all dream shards. Okay, but that's still good. 6% boost at level 100 is not bad, because at level 100 you're going to need a ton of dream shards, so it's definitely going to help add those up. And then the brave nature, speed of help up and XP gains down. This is actually a pretty good Larvitar. Not the best, but pretty solid. Really, the only thing that's kind of a drawback is the ingredient spread. It's not super ideal, but all in all, it's still going to turn out pretty well. Yeah, what is that? Level 25 where we get ingredient finder M. Yeah, this is going to be a very highly rated Larvitar. Which I think actually this ingredient spread might work out. I think I'm pretty sure the other one we have that's a Pupitar right now, I think it is has ginger at level 30. So maybe this will be a nice complement to that one. Either way, very, very high. Even at level 50, getting that berry finding. Oops. Getting berry finding at level 50 didn't drop it down all too much. This is very good. You know what? I like this. I'm kind of thinking through the possibilities and I kind of like it. So let's go ahead and just put it in the box. Definitely going to be keeping it. Which is kind of unfortunate because now that means I have 2 of these to level up and evolve, and it takes a long time. I don't think they evolve until like level 41 or something. This is taking forever to get to level 100. There we go. Sometimes you just got to speak up. Total PR of 93. This is not bad at all. There's no reason to get rid of this. Already put it in the box. Yeah, look at these numbers. Plus 61, plus 62, plus 58, 64, plus 81. What was that? 75 was ingredient finder. Yeah, another ingredient finder. Yeah, this is actually really good. And the berry finding and the nature do not counteract each other in any way because it's not an ingredient up nature. So it's pretty good. The only thing that we really need for it is an inventory up. That's the only thing that would make it better. Instead of inventory or ingredient finder S at level 75, having inventory up L would be superb. Other than that, that's the only issue with this thing. So definitely going to hold on to it. And definitely happy to finally catch something this week. And then also the one catch, it feels like the one catch I've made all week is actually really good. So yay, we got something out of this week, even though it wasn't the Cyndaquil or Onyx that we wanted. But let's go ahead and move on. Did get a medal, no new news. We still have a full week ahead of us before the flower event, so we got time to prepare for that. And then the total amount of sleep time logged, 2,250 hours. Seems like it should be more than that, but I don't know. It also feels like I've been playing this game for a very long time, even though it's only been, what, 9 months or so? 8-9 months, somewhere around there. And then 140 rock type Pokemon studied, both good for some free diamonds, so 35 more diamonds in the bag. All right, and we have our community reports to look at. There's going to be about 46 of them. 35. Ooh, that's super low. Oh, everybody forgot to go to sleep last night. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 that doubled up out of 35 is still really good. That's, what is that? Very close to half. That's really good. All right. Now I know my bag is nope, don't cook yet. My bag is my ingredient bag is very full. So I need to collect from Pinsir first. You have been a disappointment all yesterday and now even more so now today. I don't think we have enough honey to make a single macarons for breakfast. We had 0 honey yesterday. 0 when I put Pinsir on the team. In a full almost 24 hours. It's close enough that we can call it 24 hours from when I recorded yesterday and today. Only 12 honey. And remember, the prediction was like 23 or 24, if I remember correctly. So this pincer has definitely underperformed compared to what it was supposed to do. So that is a grim reminder that the production output that you see on the website is kind of just neutral RNG. You could get better RNG and get a lot more production out, or you could, like I just did, get worse RNG. And then you don't even have enough to make breakfast. So that leaves us again with the popcorn, which, you know, popcorn's fine, other than it getting stuck in your teeth. But we're just gonna make popcorn. And what are we gonna throw in, actually? You know what? I'm kind of good with throwing in a lot of these herbs. I don't want to use all of them. I kind of want to hold on to some, just because we don't know exactly, well, we don't know what we're going to get next week for recipes, and herbs could be very helpful. We do have plenty of sausage to throw a bunch in and not worry about it. Honestly, we have a lot of tomatoes too. I didn't realize. How did we get so many tomatoes? All right, sure. Let's just go ahead and finish out the last 4 with sausage. No point in really messing around with taking sausage out, putting tomatoes in. We'll get it all back. We should have a pretty good meal this time around. 14,000 before, no extra tasty. It's gonna be about 28,561. Just about exactly that much. All right. So that is definitely gonna put us at Master 3, which is all we care about. Now the question is, what do we do for the rest of the day for the team? Well, we still need to collect from everybody, I suppose. All right, Master 3, very nice. And that means that we got our incense, which is really all I was worried about, because Taup Hollow is just not cooperating with me this week anyway. No skill trigger there, but that's kind of fine. I think I'm gonna go ahead and swap out the team. There goes all that sausage that we just spent. We got it all back. I really need to sit down one day and figure out a general ingredients team to throw in on like Sundays, just to stock up some ingredients that are going to be beneficial. Oh yeah, I forgot. Blastoise had a skill trigger yesterday and I couldn't collect everything. Well, that's why there's some potatoes and stuff in there. Couldn't collect everything, and then left what he had in there so I wouldn't fill it up so I could collect from Pincer just now. But yeah, I need to... First things first, let's go ahead and collect our mission. Snorlax to Master 3. We've got our incense. I mean, we're definitely not getting these 14 biscuits and 10 Pokemon. I mean, I could cook one more time, just do like a really basic dish and not really worry about expending ingredients just to get those dream shards. I may do that. I may do like the tomato juice just to get the extra 1,200 dream shards. It's not a lot, but again, it all adds up. But anyway, like I was saying, I need to get a team together that is just the most common ingredients. I also need to stop doing that. I need to redo my entire team setup. I just realized this is horribly done. Yeah, I need to redo all of this. So let's see. In terms of what's most common that we need, I believe it is, I think corn is definitely one of the most common ingredients that we need, regardless of whether we get curries, salads, or desserts. Corn is very good. Let's see. For curries and stews, let me go ahead and let y'all take a peek at what I'm looking at. For curries and stews, if we can expand the pot one more time, we can make the Dream Eater butter curry, which shouldn't have any issues getting all of those with maybe only Victory Bell and Blastoise. The two of them might be enough, but if we throw Venusaur on the team, we'll definitely have enough tomatoes. I'm pretty confident that Blastoise can cover this amount of cocoa and milk. I'm just not 100% sure that Victory Bell can bring in the amount of tomatoes we need. So we might need Victory Bell for that. Or Venusaur for that. Other than that one, let's see, what's the best recipe we can make now? Consistently, it's probably the limber corn stew. So we need potatoes, which I'm not worried about potatoes because that's such a small amount that throwing Victory Bell on the team tomorrow, if we get curry, is fine. We don't need tomato or potatoes stocked up right now. So leave Blastoise. So Blastoise stays on the team. Dragonair, Beware stay on the team for curries. For salads, the best thing we can make, actually we could make the ninja salad with our current pot space, but the leeks just don't come in often enough, so it's inconsistent. So honestly, the spore mushroom salad is the better way to go. Is it? The calm mind fruit salad would be the better way to go, but we don't have anybody that can bring in that amount of apples. So our most reliable is the spore mushroom salad. Maybe we need to get a Gengar on the team then. Swap out Pinsir because you're not really helping us all that much. So we're going to swap out Pinsir for our good Gengar. We should get a decent amount of mushrooms today. No question about that. Again, tomatoes and oil, such a small amount. I'm not worried about stocking them up right now. Plus, we have plenty of tomatoes anyway. The oil, if need be, we can swap Toxicroak back in on the team. Actually, we might do that because for desserts, we already know what the best thing is going to be that we can consistently make. And that's the popcorn, which we do need oil for. So yeah, honestly, that's probably the best call. Just swap in. Where's my shiny Toxicroak? There you are, buddy. Swap in the shiny Toxicroak. That'll give us plenty of oil. And that will cover desserts and salads. Yeah, all of this covers all of our bases. So no matter what we get tomorrow or next week for our recipes, bases are covered. We're good to go. The only thing we need to be concerned about, and it's a very minor concern, is if we get curries, we need the potatoes, right? No. We needed potatoes for something. Was it salads? No. What am I? I'm losing my mind. Oh. We only needed the potatoes if we... oh, yeah, it was for the limber corn stew. That's right. So potatoes... Victory Bell is really good about bringing in potatoes and has a very high skill trigger rate in my experience. So I'm not worried about potatoes. Victory Bell has always done fantastic work for me. So I'm not worried about that. Other than potatoes... This team covers all of our bases for all of the meals that I can make consistently. So I need to definitely keep this team saved. And I need to start remembering to change these teams rather than this team. Because this team is going to do a lot of good for us. 8,171 RP. That's wild, bro. But with that, we are locked in for the day. We have a plan. Not really worried about making lunch and dinner. Like I said, I'd probably just make a very small, like, tomato juice with nothing else in it just to get those dream shards. Other than that, that is the plan for the rest of the day. Hopefully tomorrow. I mean, if we don't get Cyndaquil or Onyx tomorrow, then we have almost wasted our week here. Outside of the fact that we did get a very good Larvitar today. And we got an extra 5% on Taupo Hollow Island bonus. But other than that, this is kind of a wasted week just here to get nothing. But I guess that's how it goes sometimes. But that is all I've got for today. Thank you for watching the video. And y'all have a wonderful day. And until next time, later, dudes.